Hello, you wonderful people. Let's have some tea together and watch Dante for a bit. Not too long though. Now, during the corona times, we all have to be resourceful and see what we can be creative with. Many do draw on toilet paper or draw toilet paper as a subject. I thought, well, what else is there that I can paint on? And as you have seen, I made some tea. And today we are painting on a tea bag. The tea bag is, both of them are actually dry, and I'm preparing them to paint on them, because paint them like that's, well, not that nice. So I have examined the structure of the tea bags and have emptied them. But I wanted to preserve the shape and the form, so I can glue them, which you will see in the next step, onto a piece of paper, of watercolor paper, to paint. For the first one, and this is the only one you will see in this video, the second one, it will be a separate video that will be online soon. I have created a background made from pink and teal colors, which in combination create this wonderful, beautiful purple, which I love so much. Because pink and turquoise it's just my favorite mix for purples. So here you see that I'm gluing the tea bag very carefully onto the watercolor paper and make sure that it holds well, as well as the tag. Is it called a tag? This little paper thingy, and the cord, so it stays in a position that I really like. The cord is not glued fully, only in some dots and areas. As you may know, the tea bag paper is pretty thin and water absorbent, so to prime it, I used the watercolor ground, the transparent watercolor ground by Daniel Smith. I've used it on the wood too, so I've had some in my drawer, and this is just a perfect opportunity to try it on other materials. Here you can see me apply a little bit of watercolor just to have the tea bag blend in a little, or just go with the color theme. And I've added some gouache on top to paint a coronavirus. The situation we are all in around the world, I don't think there's any country that is different right now. We all are fighting the coronavirus. Many countries are on lockdown or have other measurements to fight it. So we all are in similar situations where most are staying at home or are supposed to stay at home, and many do still work, probably the hardest in their life, to make it comfortable and possible for all the others to keep their lifestyle. It's a very serious theme and a serious topic that I want to talk. I've seen many who applaud to the nurses and medical care personnel when they go to work, etc. But I've also seen some posts by those people who said that stop applauding us. How about better work conditions, better payment, and salaries for those people? And of course, just better conditions for them, which I agree on. And same goes for cashiers, those people who work in the supermarkets, everyone who works for Amazon, because Amazon still delivers, all the delivery people, everyone who makes it possible for us to still be able to buy and purchase and get all the things we want, to be able still to shop for our hobbies and all the wonderful stuff that we are used to shop for. Because I don't know, in a time where we get to sit at home, there are so many people working for us, and usually those aren't the people who are paid well, because they're before the virus they were seen as low quality jobs, that you don't have to have a training for those. Not the medical personnel, they're another kind of job, but cashiers and I don't know, delivery guys, etc. You don't have to be trained for that, and those people are paid very poorly in many countries, but they're doing such an important job, and now this is evident, and I hope that this is something that is going to change during and over, and I hope those changes will stay after the corona crisis, because those people take so many risks doing their jobs. They have incredibly long shifts, they have a hard job, they have such a risk to be infected, because they see so many people which do not follow the rules that are in action right now. So I've painted the tea bag with a little coronavirus, and am now painting a little teacup onto the tea bag tag. So it goes with the whole image. I found it actually very nice to paint on the tea bag, because it was so different. It's a different surface. It feels very different. It always feels different to paint on the watercolor ground, because the paint spreads more than it does on paper. At least I feel it does. And I could use my gouache again. That's made by Nevskaya Palitra, and I will link everything down below in the description box if you want to check it out or not. I also have a review on that somewhere on my channel. I think I've made it last year, and this is the main set of gouache that I own, but I have some more tubes from Schminke Gouache that I want to try out, but have not yet, so I can't compare. The difficulty about gouache is that it revets very easy when you try to paint in layers. So usually I try to avoid that, to not have that complication. Today's shout out goes to Nora K on Instagram, and she also has a Facebook site, because, well, let's share a little love. Go there, check her art out. She paints wonderful landscapes, and on Instagram she posts the painting aside, as well as the painting, as well as the photos she takes of the places that she paints, which is actually pretty nice, and I really enjoy her art. So if you want a shout out too, just leave a comment down below. Here you can see all the paintings completed, and in the end there's a little Dante performing some of his tricks. Have a wonderful day and stay safe and healthy, and a round of appreciation to everyone who's working right now, so we have a great time or at least not as horrible time as it could be. Thank you. Bye.